Have you ever tried learning a new skill and thought, wow, this is way harder than I expected? Maybe I'm just not talented. Maybe you picked up a guitar for the first time. You strum your first chord, and it sounds more like a construction site than music. But here's the real question. What's actually happening inside your brain at that moment? Let's shrink down and take a look inside. The moment you pick up that guitar, something incredible happens inside your brain. A giant holographic screen lights up. New skill detected. Tiny engineers suddenly stop what they're doing. One of them shouts, "Everyone, we've got a new project!" Another rolls out a massive blueprint. Someone starts up a crane. Within seconds, hundreds of tiny workers rush toward a section of your brain. Construction has officially begun. Here's something most people don't realize. Your brain isn't born knowing how to play guitar, or speak Spanish, or juggle, or ride a bike. Instead, it contains billions of neurons, tiny nerve cells that communicate with each other. Think of them as cities spread across a giant map. To learn something new, your brain has to build an entirely new highway connecting those cities. Every new skill, driving, cooking, programming, drawing, playing an instrument, they're all built the same way, by creating stronger connections between neurons. The tiny workers begin measuring the distance between two neurons. One team installs scaffolding, another brings glowing fiber optic cables. Slowly, the first pathway starts to take shape. Now it's time for testing. A tiny electrical signal begins traveling from the first neuron. Will it make it? The signal crosses and reaches the second neuron. Success! But the connection is still weak. Why is day one so hard? This is exactly why learning something new feels awkward, not because you're unintelligent, not because you lack talent, but because that neural highway barely exists. It's still a dirt road. Every mistake you make, the workers come back, they tighten another bolt, they reinforce another cable, they improve another section. Every attempt makes the pathway just a little stronger. Now imagine you practice for just 20 minutes every day. Day 2, the workers return. Day 3, more reinforcement. Day 5, the scaffolding gets bigger. Week 2, more cranes arrive, more workers join the project. That tiny dirt path slowly becomes a paved road, then a highway, eventually a superhighway. Information begins traveling faster and more smoothly than ever before. The secret behind practice. Most people think practice is simply repetition. But from your brain's perspective, practice means strengthening neural pathways. Every time you repeat the same movement, or solve the same problem, those neurons communicate more efficiently. Eventually, the road becomes so smooth, your brain barely has to think about it anymore. If you enjoyed this topic, please like and subscribe.